Welcome, everyone, to the Divided Attention Podcast. We wanted to actually introduce ourselves and give you a little background on why this podcast came to. We're just four friends. We wanted to kind of get together every week and talk about some stuff. The reason it's called the Divided Attention Podcast is because we talk about a few different things. We talk about sports. We talk about life events, current events, news, everything. So we're not always going to have your attention. You're going to listen to certain topics, therefore, divided attention. We want to actually go ahead and introduce ourselves as well. My name is Ali. My nickname is Flea. I'll be going by Flea on the show, so anytime you hear Flea, you know that that's me. A little bit about myself. I am 31 years old. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I have twins and a 5-month-old. All 3 kids are under 2, so it's nuts at my house at all times. I love my wife. She has to put up with the kids while I'm out of the house. I'm a huge sports guy, football, basketball, baseball. Huge on fantasy sports. I play all of those fantasy sports. I play fantasy basketball, football, and baseball, so I could talk sports all day. Big movie guy, too. You guys are going to hear me drop random movie lines during the podcast. If you know where the movie line is from, add us and shout them out, and we'll make it a little interactive and see if you guys can throw us some movies that we can plug into the show as well. Next up, we're going to move on to Asim Hamid. He's going to talk a little bit about himself.
Like he said, my name is Asim Hamid. My friends call me As or Sam. Unlike these guys, I'm a divorced father of 2, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. So that means I'll cook for you, clean for you, or sing for you. Speaking of singing, I love all kinds of music, especially Frank Sinatra. Because I love you and the way you look tonight. Just a little taste of what I can give you. Sounds like a fucking dating show. I joined this podcast basically to, shoot the shit with my friends. I love sports, mostly MMA and boxing. Like these guys, we're all born and raised in Dearborn, Michigan. We started this to have a reason to hang out, shoot the shit. Now let's move on to Mac.
All right, I'm going to keep this nice and easy for you guys. Most of my friends call me Mac. I'm 30 years old, married, and I'm the newest father on this podcast, father number 3 of 4 to a beautiful baby girl. Last thing in the world I ever thought I'd be doing was a podcast, but I hope this is something that you guys can enjoy, something you guys can get behind. We're just some regular guys talking about everyday regular things, and we're going to be sure to spice it up every now and then. With that said, I'm going to send it over to my man behind the scenes, Mr. Z Mackey.
Thanks, Mac. Hey, guys, my name is Zane, and I'll be that guy you won't be hearing much from on the show. I'm 28, married, and a father of 2 beautiful boys, a 3-month-old and a 19-month-old. I'm also big on sports and anything food related. I'll be that guy behind the scenes setting my boys up for success, but if something catches my attention, I may have to voice my opinion. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes. Also, you can follow us on all social media outlets at The Divided Pod. We would love to hear your feedback on info@thedividedpod.com. We thank you all for listening and hope to bring you some value, whether it's sports, culture, or lifestyle.